On this episode of NSFW Show, we are joined by Tom Merritt. What? You say you want another Tom? Well, we have a mystery guest that you will never believe. We named the royal baby, we bowed up on Brian's interview skills, and we have our minds blown by musical genius. It is all coming up on this edition of NSFW Show.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust. This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
This is NSFW episode 188, recorded on July 22nd, 2013. Tom Cattt.
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by ProXPN. ProXPN is a virtual private network that allows you to use the internet the way it should be, anonymous and unfiltered. For 20% off your new account, go to proxpn.com/twit. Use the code NSFW. And by Shutterstock. With over 1 million high-quality video clips, Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. 30% off your new account. Go to Shutterstock.com and use offer code NSFW7.
Walking beside you every day makes me so proud. I just got to say that I love you.
All right, look, it's not getting any better than that. Let's go ahead and start this thing. It is go time! For NSFW, the new show full of wit, the new sauce for the Webernets, the show that is nominally safe for work. Oh my goodness, beautiful party people. I died in a desert long ago, and my spirit remains in this half-organic, half-synthetic body to bring to you the joy and introduce Mr. Justin Robert Young. What is going on, Professor J.R.Y.?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for yet another episode of the NSFW Show. One that I like to call by many names, the Cavalcade of Toms, the Tip-Top Tom Town, or the Tom Tom Club. Because we have not one but two Toms here for you today.
Right on, man. We do have one resident Bonnie floating around here somewhere. She's totally invisible, so it's hard to see. Look, Justin, we got a big agenda that we got to dive in with. This is no more goofing around, all right? Normally, we're all about just being a big old fat jokester here on the NSFW show. We're going to get some real business done.
We combined into one fat jokester, much like Voltron. We are all different parts of the jokester.
We're Voltron, except like Justin's the nut and I'm the bolt, and we just screw each other. And welcome to NSFW.
I feel like Voltron is its own shirt. That's our Dragon Cut shirt, is Voltron.
Oh, my goodness. For our first-time viewers and listeners, welcome. Hey, we got a special guest that we're really excited about coming up later. But for now, we have our other Tom, the host of Tech News Today, Frame Rate, Sword and Laser, It's a Thing.
FSL Tonight.
FSL Tonight. Mr. Tom Merritt, thank you so much for joining us, Tom.
Namaste.
Bringing a serene energy that not only electrifies but binds us. It is Tom Merritt. All right. We have huge news that broke worldwide today.
Yeah.
We have a new addition to the royal family.
Is it, hold on, I'm looking at it. You're talking about the birth. You're talking about that chick who slid out that royal vagina.
I believe it was a guy, but somebody did.
Whatever.
Royal vagina, yeah.
If I could, I'll tell you this much. If I could beat him in arm wrestling, it's a chick. So I'm going to say that chick that came out the vagina.
So that's how we're starting the episode, is you trash talking a baby about who can arm wrestle.
I'm just saying, come at me, bro. You may be
Wait a
the
minute.
future king.
So
I can
by
arm
that
wrestle you right
logic,
now.
all babies are women?
Yeah, my baby's a woman. I don't get it. They're all chicks, dude. Until they can beat me in an arm wrestling contest. That's. I read it in the Bible. I'm pretty sure. I'm no genius, but
I can only imagine you patrolling around the nursery wings of hospitals.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Chick.
What's up? You want to be a man? You want to pump up? Come on, bro. Let's do this. And then I sell them I say, first you got to sign up for my email newsletter. Every 30 days, I'm going to pump you up with lots of talk. Make you a man someday. Right now, you're just a chick baby.
Get out of that incubator.
The idea of you as a steroid freak grousing around hospitals arm wrestling babies was for some reason had more dignity before you put on the fact that you wanted to build an email list.
Well, listen,
no
I can't,
idea before you started hawking your email list.
bro, I can't give away the good stuff for
That's
free.
not
You got to
close.
understand. If everybody was pumped like this, then we'd have a bunch. It'd be a revolution. So listen, you sign up on my email list. I'm going to sign you up for only $19.95 a month. I'm going to have a webinar once a month. I'm going to pump you up. I'm going to talk about baby steroids. I'm going to talk about baby punch fist. It's a game that's way better than some other. I don't even know what games you sissies.
Patty cake? I don't know.
Patty cake.
All
right, so,
you feel.
That's all right. Look, just because no babies have signed up on my email list, it doesn't make me a failure.
Just because no babies have signed up on your email list does not make you less of a social media consultant.
Exactly. To live by. Well, listen,
true.
this baby doesn't have a name. I feel
Now,
like
is that-
Is that
Listen,
still the case?
there's a lot of really arcane and Byzantine rules when it comes to the monarchy and the royal family. And one of them is that we get
They're
to
not
name
technically Byzantine, Justin. It's the English monarchy.
Namaste, Tom.
Who snorted? I wanted to know.
It was Tom.
That was Tom. Tom buttoned his own joke with a snort.
All right, what's the
What's yours?
over-under on George? Like, they're all named George for some reason, right?
Okay, but maybe
Well,
let's
George's
do
a
it a little
family name.
different. Let's spell George like in a funky, fresh way.
Yeah.
Throw a
What
C
about
in the middle of George?
Jorge, like Jorge?
Jorge.
Can we call him Jorge?
That's good. Reach out to the Latin demographic. How about this? Might be a little controversial, but I think we should spice it up. George Zimmerman, one word.
What about Tywin? I'm seeing Tom, Tywin, Pablo,
Joffrey.
Benedict Joffrey,
Yeah, a lot of Joffreys out there.
Prince Poppycock. I swear to God, dude, I'll give them all the money I have if they name him Prince Poppycock.
I mean, I think nickname, solid, Prince Poppycock.
Honestly, is there anybody who doesn't think it should be Dennis in honor of Dennis Farina, who died today?
Oh, cousin
yes.
Avi.
I mean, I think it's disrespectful if they don't name the baby Dennis.
God, do you
all
realize
right.
how bad
If you're
I
going
wanted
to
to
name
play
it after a weapon, what would be the best weapon to name him after?
Halberd? Halberd, what's their last name? King? I have no idea what their last name
No,
is.
see, this is another thing, and this is for real. They don't they choose what the baby's last name is as well. And that's another element of who they are going
Well,
to.
it's got to be Halberd Morningstar Senior, the third of Trident.
Mace, listen, Weave City. I'm with him, Mace, because that way he could be the weapon and the rapper.
Oh,
It's good. Or the Jedi, actually. You know, it's like Jedi is like the third most
Jedi.
popular religion in England. What about low-level ion cannon? Can we name him that?
I was saying this in the pre-show because this baby is right now third to the throne, and it is rare that I root for death. But wouldn't it be kind of awesome to have a child infant king? I feel like that would really spice up the monarchy.
Yes, I agree. What about Lord Blunderbuss Noose the Sixth? I like
Just
Blunderbuss Noose. I like the way we crossed the line with Tom. He's like, all right, now come on. Guys.
That's
This
a
is
blunderbuss.
He's going to goof around.
Really
Really?
uses a
The problem
blunderbuss.
is that there was 5 other blunderbuss nooses.
I'm
What about
reading
some of the old school ones like Ethelrod or Beowulf or Ethelstan,
Oh.
Ethelmerman?
What about
That's
cluster bomb
great.
mustard gus? No?
Dem90 TTT in the chat room says dick bat.
Wait, say that again?
Dick bat.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
a-
what that is.
It's an Anglo-Saxon term, I think. Means dick
Exactly,
bat.
Yeah. It means dick bat, you know?
Okay, so
Yeah.
The
Here's
kid's
what's
got a
amazing to me
like a
is-
real bat for a dick.
look at how real the conversation gets, where it's just like, yeah, man, city in Alaska has a cat for a mayor. And it's like at some point we're causing like real political discourse here, which is of course the last thing we actually want to do.
So,
So we got to pick one.
how
It's
about
got
the prince currently known as Prince?
to. Okay.
Oh, see, look at that.
Like a symbol.
All right. What about Shiv
What if-
McGurk?
Okay.
Well, no,
That-
that's Irish. You can't have that.
Oh, good point.
What if we replace the baby with Prince, the recording artist, and we have them just switch places for the rest of their life?
Oh my
Like
gosh,
trading
this
places.
totally sounds like a movie that was made in the 80s.
Wait, how many Trading Places sequels were there so that I know what to call this one? Was there never a Trading Places sequel? So this would be Trading
No.
Places 2.
The closest thing to a sequel would have been Coming to America, where you see those two old guys briefly make an appearance as hobos.
Right?
They're like, we're back. Remember that? Nobody does.
So, but all right. So, I mean,
I do.
imagine like Prince, the recording artist, would be like at all these society functions, and somewhere a 1-year-old would be crying on a stage when people were yelling at it to play Purple Rain. This seems like a foolproof plan.
And to be honest, here's the problem with your whole plot, Justin, is I think in real life nobody would notice the difference. I think everything would be, you could do that right now and you'd be 100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Prince cries every time he's asked to play Purple Rain.
Or
again.
changes diapers.
Oh.
Or really a sissy like that. Plus, I'm pretty sure, you know what? I was going to make some joke about being able to arm wrestle Prince and win, but I don't think I could.
No, probably not.
He would
No,
not sign up for my email list.
What
All right, so
about
Prince
like-
Trebuchet.
Ooh,
Uh,
French.
What?
Oh, apparently, since I repeated Dick Bat, now everybody's just working in penile jokes and knowing that I'm just gonna let them.
So you're not a fan
It's
of
completely separate from this. I suggest Penis Stone Tiltington Nobberton.
What? You just like saying the names that are hard to say, the little tongue twisters.
He's good like that. All right, we got to pick one. Everyone pick your favorite from what we've heard so far. We'll do a quick vote and figure it out. I'm still hot for Prince Halberd Morningstar.
What if
That's
you
my
just one of
favorite.
those tricky names like Prince Mike Hunt?
Michael Hunt.
Mike Hunt. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, one of those, and then all of a sudden they're reading them from the scrolls, and someone says Prince Mike Hunt, and everyone giggles. We all have a good time. I feel like this brings brevity to the people.
That's good. What about Buttimus Wynn Jr.? Any chance of that one happening? No?
How about Weeb's Dingus McButterbluster?
Again, Irish.
Yeah, that's the problem is people are saying Prince
Yeah.
Mayor McEngland. And it's like, there's no way they're going to name his last name McEngland, although that would be pretty awesome. What about Paula Dean?
Oh man.
What about her?
Oh, man.
I like. I'll tell you my favorite.
Go for it.
Long Rod Van Hugendong.
Okay, what about...
It honors the German heritage of the Windsor line. It's got the requisite number of names. I think it's perfect.
I think
Actually,
as Twit and really the internet at large is resident Anglophile, Tom has final say on this.
Right.
All right,
I'm in favor of Long Dong too.
I'll tell you are. I only have one other suggestion. I'm a fan of Prince Tiberius I Blunderbuss, TIB for short. Just putting that one out there.
Here we go.
Mooncat has a good suggestion.
Yes, I like that one as well. Gaylord.
Yeah, Gaylord, of course, the first one. And then the surname really derived from the Welsh ancestry of Cockermouth.
Yeah. I think it's pronounced Cormouth.
Cormouth, yeah.
Okay, last chance, just a Hail Mary here. Prophylactic Cobblestone the Third. Don't know if that does anything for you. I'm not sure what it means.
Here, Farmer G suggests Prince Dolly Parton's tits.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tom. I'm voting. I'm giving all my power.
Shenko's penis.
I'm totally giving all my support to Tom. Tom's is what was your choice again, Tom?
It was Long Don Van Huygen something. Oh, I can't remember the rest of it. Yeah.
It wasn't Prince I'm a Nuke China, as Mega Vortex suggests.
Well, we did get the Gaylord. Gaylord Richard Maximus was submitted as well. I think that's quite nice.
That's a good one.
Actually, I'm so done with that.
I do like the fact that it would be like a subtle threat, though. Like America, we coming back, yo. Like one word. That's the first name.
So people say, "Man, I live in America," and then I say it, and they're like, "Well, that's our word." And we're like, "We're taking it back, and your country, starting now, with the threat of nuclear attack."
Coming for that ass, and coming has a U in it.
Yes,
Just
of course. All right.
Really spice it up.
All right. We gotta wrap things up. Man, I don't even know what to call it. It's like at this point, everything has descended into just. I mean, look at this. There's nothing we have to work with here.
George,
What about Prince Nukin D'America, Prince Suckett Trebek, Prince Cornwallis the Turd.
Oh my God.
Albert Innican for the classic take. Yeah.
You know, and I did just read that they were wanting to keep this private because they felt like infants weren't subject to
Arm wrestling.
yeah, arm wrestling.
Good
Prince
point.
Axe Cop. Look. All right, look.
Ooh, Axe Cop.
One of these.
And I think you're exactly why they wanted
Actually,
to
I'm
keep
down
it
with
quiet.
Axe Cop. I'm calling it. I think it should be
let's
Prince
call it
Axe
right
Cop.
there. I think that's unanimous, right, Justin?
Yeah, I'm in it to win it with
Bonnie.
Axe Cop. That's great.
Axe Cop.
I give it the nod.
Hey, speaking
Motion
of which,
carried unanimously.
I guess Axe Cop I think comes out next week on Fox
Oh,
Sunday nights.
really?
Yeah.
Wait.
I think you're right.
That's one of the shows that we can watch.
With the kids.
Well, I don't know about with kids.
Oh,
but-
you mean because we cut the cord? Yeah, that's a good point.
And then you left town without telling the children.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. So, hey, Justin, is anybody paying for this episode or are we just horsing off for no good reason?
No, Brian, we do have a sponsor, our friends at Shutterstock.
All right. We get excited. Sometimes we get the trembly fingers because we think about how many videos and stock photos that they add every single day. How many is it, Justin?
Listen, number one, if you have to ask, you don't know, and that's a problem because it is 10,000 video clips every week.
See, that's crazy to me. That's
It's
crazy.
Justin is not making that number up.
Infinitely, like the universe.
It's over 9,000 is what you're saying. Chat room's freaking out. They're saying it's over 9,000.
9,000 a week, Bri. Okay.
So we're talking
This-
about everything.
You know, remember, that national debt clock they have in
Yeah.
New York City?
Yeah.
Scrap it. We don't care about that anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
We want a Shutterstock image clock that just constantly is rattling upward to show you the kind of variety you can get at Shutterstock.
Think about this, Justin. If you made it your life's goal, you're like, I want to do nothing more than just to see everything in Shutterstock's library, and I'm able to see about one every couple of seconds, few seconds, you'll die. You will die before you ever get to see all of Shutterstock's library. That's how good they are.
You want to know what
That's
the other
kinda
thing is?
depressing.
Are you sick of inflexible pricing?
Oh my God. That's the way they are. That's the way they are at our local grocery store. I'm like, how much for this gum? They're like $1. I'm like, give you a quarter. They're like, get out of here. I'm like, 50 cents, 75. Totally inflexible in their pricing.
Here's the deal. Flexible pricing. Okay? Here at Shutterstock, they got you choose between individual clips or video packs. That's just number one. All right, get that out the gate, okay? So don't even question that. Secondarily, you can download clips in HD or by standard definition or web formats. Let's say maybe you don't need a crystal clear shot of a sunset in Brazil. You're just doing something a little smaller. You don't necessarily need to pay HD prices to get the standard definition clip. This is an absolute bargain, a revolution in pricing and in image and art for your websites. Shutterstock.
All right, look, two things. Where do I go? What code do I use when I sign up?
Shutterstock.com. When you go there, 30% off new accounts if you use NSFW 7. 7's your key number here, Brian. 7 little chipmunks twirling on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch. You know that old children's tale from the sea? NSFW 7. That's what you need to do. Shutterstock.com.
That sounds, we thank our friends over at Shutterstock for making NSFW possible. Please, if you have any use for stock photos or videos, make sure to head on over to our friends over at Shutterstock.
Numbers not exaggerated.
See? Namaste. Thank you, Tom.
We got a huge interview and musical performance coming up a little bit later. But, Brian, I didn't want to tell you this during the pre-show, but I'm worried.
Yeah, well, okay. Now, this is not even a joke. Like, you were a little bit squirrely about this whole thing. It was a little bit like, well, it's kind of, there's a
well,
thing.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
Yes, I do.
I'm worried that you're going to blow it.
See, and I believe that. I believe I would blow it because this is out of my depth. I normally rely on you to, keep me focused. Otherwise, I go off on some weird ass jag about arm wrestling babies and signing up for an email list that goes nowhere. That's why you're the anchor of this thing, Justin.
Way to make the bit too real, Brian. I'm going to say, yes, Brian, you're going to screw it all up. And here's the reason why. Tom Merritt is the internet's most trusted source for tech news. Okay, every day people download Tom's analysis. He is a journalist through and through. I have trained for years of my life to hone interview technique. You, Brian, a babe in the woods, and your heart is pure, but I feel like you need a little seasoning before we move in to this interview.
I do. Now, so far, I haven't had much as far as to season. I've just sort of been watching this animated GIF over and over again, and it hasn't gotten me in the zone yet. I feel like there's something to take me to the next level.
And here's what it is. I have sent to Tom a list of secrets, and you are going to interview Tom. I'll stop and help you out here and again, okay? But what I want you guys to do is, or what I want you to do, Brian, is understand that in every interview, there's a little secret just waiting right under the surface. You got to maybe ask a few questions. Be congenial. Don't scare them off, okay?
I'm not going to lie. I may rely on a little bit of invisible backup. No promises on that, but I'm ready to. Who am I interviewing? Just tell me who I'm interviewing. We got it.
Let's just say that you are interviewing Tom. Tom, do you have the list that I sent you?
I have the list, Justin. Are these all the same person, or are these different people?
These are different people. Let's go from top to bottom, okay?
Got it.
So this is the first secret that Tom has. I'm going to give you like I'm putting a minute on the clock, Brian. We're going to go right through this. So I want you
so a minute.
Ask questions. Here we go. I'm putting a minute here on the clock, and ask away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by a very special guest here on NSFW. Please make a lot of noise for our special guest. Special guest, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. You obviously are very well known. You're very newsworthy. Tell a little people about how you explain what you do to, just the average person on a bus.
Well, now what I do is I'm a consultant at an office, and that's really what I want to be known for now, is my ability to provide advice, my ability to help people.
Of course. Now, we all have a desire for what we want to be remembered for, but in the history books, what does your gut tell you you will be remembered for?
Look, Brian, I don't want to talk about that. I'm really trying to distance myself from that episode, and I thought they made this clear to you. I'm just really not up to going over this.
No, I don't want to push. I don't want to push too hard. We're really thrilled to have you here. Emotionally, what was going through your mind in that moment?
And that's time.
Emotionally,
All right,
really?
I've got it. It's Paula Deen. Is it Paula Deen?
Tom,
might
will
be
you
Paula
reveal your character's secret?
It is a man who once set the world record for crying, but now wants to distance himself from his past.
I was close. I feel like I was close on that one. You just got to give
Paula
me a
Deen
little
is
bit
like
of time.
just a step, like a gender change and a step away.
Yeah,
Brian,
it's
you ran a hard race. You came right up to the finish line, and then you slit your wrists and showed it to the audience as you died on the concrete. Okay,
Brian, all right,
that's how big of a failure you were.
all right. Bonnie's hold on. Bonnie's.
You
gonna-
only get to be an interviewer if you can close.
No, you want to work here?
Yeah,
Close. That's what
it.
it is. All right. No, it's a good point. It's a good point. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Tom,
I got
you
this.
have your next secret.
Yes, I do.
All right, the time begins now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest needs no introduction. Why don't you tell people why did you do it?
I did it because I think this is the right choice. I believe in equality for all of God's creatures. And frankly, the politicians of today are so bad that this is the smartest choice you can make.
Okay, now when you say it's the smartest choice to make, like for what age should you be when you make this decision?
Well, for voting age, Brian, obviously, but for all ages, this is the right candidate for all walks of life.
Now, are you an apologist for this guy? Like, explain your position to somebody who's undecided.
Look, I've taken a lot of criticism for this, but I believe when I cast this vote that I was doing my utmost to support what is right for this community.
And now, when you say this community, how many people are we talking about? How many people are affected by this?
All of them, every single one of them, Brian.
How many? Come on, give me a number,
believe
Tom.
that our community.
And that's time. Also,
I got
Tom,
this.
You're going to need to hang up and call back because you got robot voice.
Yeah, no, that's so. First of all, he's obviously a Cylon. I think we can establish that right off the beginning. But I would say,
Brian, the secret that you were trying to get to was a man who voted for his dog for mayor and is unapologetic about it.
I feel like I was zeroing in. It's just that 1 minute is not a lot of time, and I got a lot going.
Notes. Number one, don't do an intro. You don't need to intro each guest. Just get right into it, okay?
All
You
right,
gotta set
all right.
the tone. You only got a minute here, so you
I
gotta
feel like that's less pro.
Well, Brian, you're failing. Okay, how about
Which is
do
more
your
professional,
goddamn job?
giving an intro or failing?
I think your intro needs to come after you figured out who it is.
Who they are,
And then you say,
Introduce
ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by.
Look, all right, go ahead, start the clock. Let's do this.
For truth, Brian. I want you like a pig looking for a truffle.
I
want
got
you
it. I
to
got
get
it.
in there.
Ready. Got it.
All right, Tom, do you have your third secret?
I do.
Here we go, and begin.
Tell the people, how old are you?
43.
And where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Now, what are you ashamed of?
I'm not ashamed of anything, Brian. Why would I be
okay.
ashamed? So I liked
why-
it. So what?
Okay, and what did you like so much? What did you like about it?
Look, I don't care that NBC canceled it. When have the suits, when have the executives ever known anything? It was, and oh, everybody on the internet wants to criticize everything. Oh, after season 1, it just went downhill. It was a great show to the end. Did you see?
Yes.
Did you see the last season?
I did. Wait, the last season? Did the Cape get a full season? I didn't think it finished.
Who cares about the Cape? Nobody watched the
got it.
Cape. People watch this shit.
Revolution?
Oh, really? Really? We're going to compare it to Revolution right now? Like, this is comic book gold, all right? And like, oh,
And time. Yes. You one more guess.
Man, I can't. The fact that it had multiple seasons, the fact that it's on NBC virtually guarantees that I didn't see it. So I'm going to say Heroes. You created Heroes? Are you Tim Creek?
Yes!
Well, very, very well. Heroes is right. Yeah, I didn't create it though.
Oh, okay. All right. You're an apologist for Heroes?
An overly defensive fan of the canceled NBC drama Heroes.
That's good enough for me. I'll take it. Well done.
You're on, baby. I knew you had it in you. All right,
See?
let's do. Let's do.
Just one victory lap, and then we'll bring on our mystery guest.
Here we go. Tom.
Yes.
I think there should be two more. Pick the one that you like the best.
I think the last one, the very last one.
Then here we go. 1, 2, 3, and go.
Mystery guest. If there's one thing you could say to Abraham Lincoln's ghost about what makes you tick, what would that be?
Words, Brian. And words were important to President Lincoln as well. And words are what allow me
All right,
to.
now, hold on. Wait, stop. I feel like you're being defensive. You're running from the issue. Look, there's only one question on everyone's mind. You want to answer that? Just get it out. Just get it out.
Sure.
And I think you'll feel better about it.
Okay, ask away.
No. I mean, I think you know what's on everyone's mind. You just answer that question.
Well, I know everybody loves my books. I mean, they're some of the most popular out there.
Wait, are you famed Goosebumps author R.L. Stine?
I wish I was R.L. Stine. I mean, I wish I had a publishing deal per se, but these are still ebooks.
Oh yeah. So are you planning to release it? Are you going to get published?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I look at Shades of Grey, and I think that's where I'm going.
And
Okay, so
time.
erotic fiction, huh?
Brian, you have one more. You have one guess.
Is this a wait? Here, Bonnie's going to take my guess on my behalf. Go ahead, Bonnie. Just let it go.
No, I'm too stupid.
No, go, come on. What do you got?
That never stopped me or Brian, by the way.
Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to our show called NSFW.
I know, but it's of course the Diamond Club's author,
Patricia Harkins
Bradley. There we go.
No, it is not Brian.
No. Oh.
Huh. I'm gonna say it's. I mean, I feel like it's somebody who hasn't made it. It's an aspiring. It's somebody who's written erotic fiction about time traveler and Mary Todd Lincoln who hopes to get published someday.
Funny
So
how
close.
you went right to erotic. Tom, reveal for the first time your deep, dark secret.
The most popular author of mermaid-centric fan fiction in history.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll tell you what, man. Minutes now. I'm glad we're gonna have more than a minute with our mystery guest.
You know, Brian, you made a lot of strides here today, though. I want you to take that away. You're a stronger man today than you were 5 minutes ago. Talking about arm wrestling babies and building your email newsletter.
Well, it's like every time, I flex every time I feel somebody sign up on my email list.
You're retreading.
Oh, sorry.
You're losing
I'm regressing.
all the progress you made.
I'm regressing.
You
Sorry.
immediately gave it all back.
Sorry. It's a bummer. Hey, man, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor and let's get to the real show.
Here's the deal. Pro XPN. I don't care if you are manhandling infants or writing mermaid fan fiction. What you want to do is keep your internet traffic safe and secure. From who specifically, Brian? Who is out there trying to snoop your data?
Lord Halberd Morning Face the Seventh Tongton Stein.
He's out there. And you want to know what he can't get through? A 512-bit encryption tunnel. They built that. It's better than the channel. All right?
Yeah.
512-bit encryption. How much encryption does the channel have? 0, baby. Also, it works with OpenVPN or PPTP. You choose. Okay? Tell them a little bit about what they can do with ProXPN, Brian.
Here's the thing, man. When I first heard of the internet, I was like, hey, man, it's totally anonymous. You run around naked and nobody cares. Guess what? Turns out people care. Turns out, and also it's not anonymous, which I found out at an unfortunate circumstance in Sioux City, Iowa. So what we need to do is you need ProXPN because then it is anonymous. You run around, what you do on the internet, it's your own business. It's your own beeswax. Mind your bees. Dude, ProXPN is amazing.
ProXPN. Use the code NSFW to receive 20% off the lifetime of your account. That is less than $5 a month for the yearly plan. That's a small price to pay for privacy. You can go ahead with confidence on all these public networks and make all of your internet traffic completely safe and secure, not to mention region masking. All of a sudden, let's say you want to go ahead and log on to a service that you have to be in England to use. Not anymore, thanks to ProXPN. So, proxpn.com/twit. Sign up using the code NSFW, NSFW, just NSFW. That's it. 20% off the lifetime of your account. We like to thank ProXPN for being straight ballers, yo.
Yeah. So there's that, man. Hey, so let's check in with our fabulous engineer over at the Twit Studios, Mr. OMG Chad. OMG Chad, are you there? Do we have our guest on the line? Can we finally bring him on?
OMG Chad has gone home, but our guest is with us.
Yes. All right. Justin, you want to set up this introduction?
Few times in my or Brian's career on this show and on this network have we had a chance to bring on somebody for whom has captivated really not only this show's imagination, but also the internet at large. Tom Cattt Scratch Fever is what the papers are calling it. And we would like to bring on Patient Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, hiya! It's Tom Cattt.
Woo! Oh my God, he's right there live in studio. No way. Holy cow. So Tom Cattt, how long have you been performing music? And tell us a little bit about how we ended up right here. When did you embrace the internet and start making your awesome videos?
Oh, well, that's... I'll try to keep this story short.
I
took up music 5 years ago, so it was it's relatively new to me. I started with the piano, and it was a emotive reaction to leaving my wife that actually inspired my first song, which was "The Hurt," and it was actually very therapeutic for me. But what it demonstrated to me more than anything was I could write music. Oh my God, I could write a song, right? And people started to enjoy it. So the 13 songs that followed that were an emotive reaction to falling in love again and then getting hurt. And it's been quite a process for me. But performing, I'm not doing a lot of that. I finally mastered my CD. That was pretty much almost 2 years in the making in December. So I've just been more or less learning about the business since January of this year. When I'm talking promotion here, the videos, it's all new to me. What you're looking at here is my living room, which is kind of crazy because it's just an entire blue screen. I've painted the walls, I've laid paper on the floor, and I just do all my video work right here. And I'm just fumbling my way through this whole thing, learning, I bought a camera. Okay.
Well, listen, Tom Cattt, it is the word that first comes to mind is prodigy if you are just getting into this, because what you are doing is absolutely captivating for, I know, our audience when we first showed the video for The Hurt. You mentioned that this is kind of a therapeutic thing, that you have been falling in and out of love over the past 5 years, that you have been recording music. Do you think that is what informs most of what you do? Would you be the same artist that you are if you didn't go through these situations?
I'm glad you asked that question, because I'm absolutely convinced that I'd just be doing cover tunes right now if I hadn't have left my wife. And of course, experienced true love. Actually, I was literally in love. That sounds so corny, eh? But it's true.
No.
Well, I'm sorry, just real quick to interject. I mean, if there's one thing, and Justin and I were talking about this beforehand, the internet is a place that really rewards people who are 100% sincere and lay themselves bare. And in that regard, like everything from your marketing to your music to your videos, I mean, it's like there's no doubt that everything about what you're doing is 100% you. Like there are some people that are like, wait, is this an act or is this really Tom? And everything I've seen has indicated that you are doing that rare thing that the internet adores, which is a person completely opening themselves up and laying themselves out for other people to I guess, pass judgment upon? Is there some part of you that's scared, or how has that been from you in an emotional way?
Well, this popularity is just kind of occurred since I released The Hurt on June 19th. So I can't. I'm feeling that this was the right way to do this. I mean, I just, when you say bury yourself and I think that's just my nature. I respect honesty in people, and I'm nothing but honest. That sounds almost dishonest, doesn't it?
Tom Cattt, I'll tell you what. I feel like
I'm not lying to you. I can tell you that straight up.
I don't think anybody listening to us right now thinks that you are capable of telling a lie. A Canadian George Washington. You are on the phone with us right now via Skype. I'll tell you what, this could not be a better lead-in. Would you mind playing for us your hit song, The Hurt?
I certainly no. I'll do that for you. But I'm going to have to just take me a second here because I had queued up another song.
You go ahead.
We'll do a little intro here, and then we'll
Sure.
throw.
And while we're doing that, one of the things we have to do, Justin, is later we have to evaluate claims that perhaps, just maybe, there's some kind of relation between me and Tom Cattt, because this photo comp looks. I mean, that's without the glasses too. I'm not wearing glasses on purpose because I didn't want people to accuse me of actually being.
There's a lot of hard questions we have to ask. Number one, is Brian in fact Tom Cattt sent time travel style into the past like Looper? Number two, I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of questions about your arms, Tom Cattt, and we're going to get into that. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the Summer Music Series is none other than Tom Cattt performing his hit song, The Hurt. Take it away, Tom.
Thank you. Should have seen it coming. I've gone and met the one I love. There's no question who's to blame. The darkness from within, it's such an empty, empty space, full of pain and shame and blame. So why did I let you down? Know me anymore, do you? Hope you're not without love each and every day. You've got to find some way to find that fading light and make it shine once more. It's got to be that way. So why did I make you cry? I don't know me anymore, know me anymore, do you? So why did I make you cry? Know me anymore, do you? So I cry and I lie to myself every day. So I cry and I lie to myself every day. I've gotta stop the lies
to lies and realize the hurt I've caused you. I've gotta stop the lies and realize. Stop the lying, start realizing. Stop the lies and realize. Stop the lying, start realizing the hurt I've caused you. Without love each and every day, you've got to find some way. Find that fading light and make it shine once more. It's got to be that way. So I don't know me anymore, know me anymore, do you? So why did I make you cry? I don't know me anymore, know me anymore, do you? Holy cow.
Yeah.
That was
the
okay.
album. Tom Cattt is the artist. Go ahead and pick it up on Amazon and CD, baby. That is, of course, Tom Cattt with 3 T's.
They are going nuts in the chat room. Look at this. And it's here's what's amazing, Tom, is the style of your video is very visually arresting. It's sort of, some would say, over the top, but it's very in your face, and it's something that gets people to stop and look. And what's awesome is the transformation. Look at this. The transformation as people hear your music and they hear what you're trying to say inside, and I mean, this is a genuine response people are having for you.
That's making me feel pretty good. You know what? This is Brian Brushwood who's talking here, right? Because I can't see. Yes. Have I mentioned what a great-looking guy you are? Really? I just thought I'd point that out.
This is,
you know,
I was the one laughing. This is just
for the benefit of those who watch show 168? 168? Is it 168? 185. 185.
Well, I'll tell you this much.
Let's get into that. So you've seen pictures of Brian from the second that Brian first brought us the video. They're the resemblance uncanny to many of our viewers. Well, what did you think when you were like, is it younger me calling me to perform on the show?
Yes, that's the way I felt. Almost a mini me, but not quite.
I'll tell you what, I don't got those guns. I'm still arm wrestling babies, but you obviously have gotten pumped up. Now people are already putting together like my own version of the Hiya page with it says Brian Brushwood on there instead.
Brian.
Exactly. So
cool.
I guess your cousin was the first one to reach out to us, and your cousin, like the first line your cousin said He's like, "Hi, I'm writing on behalf of Tom, and he is exactly what you're going to look like in a few years. So get ready for that." And
That doesn't surprise me a bit. He's just a joker, that man.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Justin.
Listen, Tom Cattt, you brought the chat room to tears here. I was seeing comments that I'm going to go call ex-girlfriends now. There was just a real emotional outpouring from everybody watching. But really, the big question that we had, you said that you just got into music. I don't know what you were doing before that, but looking at the size of your arms, I would assume it is bench pressing automobiles. The question is, naturally, in this day and age, are you using steroids?
No. So you know what? That's a cute. I've got a good story about that. I've been bodybuilding for many years. It's just a good way to stay healthy. You know, keeps your connective tissue strong. But anyway, I finally did do a body competition, and this was probably 15 years ago, and I got blown away, totally blown away, because I was clean. Those guys that weren't, they were. You know, they were the ones. Yeah.
So it's rampant, like real life roid use is all over the place. Because I'll tell you what, Tom Cattt, I got ready for a competition as well. It didn't go so well for me. I got defeated by a little girl in an arm wrestling competition, as you're seeing in this photo right here.
Listen, you know what? Mass is deceiving because it doesn't mean you're strong. Really doesn't.
Yeah.
You know,
Would
it's
you
just
like
it's scary looking. It's scary looking. That's for sure.
Tom, would you like to, as a clean competitor of bodybuilding, like to maybe record a little PSA for everybody who's watching to stay off the juice now that you're
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
here, we're gonna give you full screen. We're gonna give you full screen, and our fans will cut it together into something here. But you just speak from the heart, and we'll make it into a PSA for you. Take it away.
Okay. For all of you who are thinking about getting into bodybuilding, stay away from the drugs, man, because all you're going to do is grow hair in the wrong spots, and you're going to start to look like a Neanderthal, and it's not good for you. Ultimately, you know, natural is the best way. So take that to the bank.
You want to throw some catchphrases in there?
I have two notes. Number one, can we do it again? But you have to start by letting everybody know that, hi, this is recording artist Tom Cattt. And number two, totally do it if you want. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe you could also throw in, if you're thinking about cheating with steroids, you got to stop the lies and realize. You got to throw in the name or the little hook from the song so people recognize it. So could we try it again?
Sure, absolutely.
Excellent.
Okay. Permit me to introduce myself. It's this new recording artist, Tom Cattt. Obviously, I'm a bit of a bodybuilder, and it's all natural. Let me tell you this straight out, though. If you're going to cheat and you want to do it the quick way, drugs is the only way. But if you do, let's stop the lies and realize you are going to hurt yourself and hurt others at the same time. It's just not good. Not good. That wasn't so good, was it?
Excellent. Cut.
That was amazing. Oh, Tom Cattt, you got internet gold coming out here. It's gonna be amazing. So talk to us about where you see stuff headed. I mean, it sounds to me like in many ways music was a therapeutic journey for you. But now that you got some momentum, you know, and you got 2 music videos that are doing well on YouTube, where are you gonna take stuff?
Well, I'm hoping that performance will come from this. That's ultimately where I want to go. At the same time, I'd like to make some more videos. If you've had an opportunity to listen to some of the other songs on my CD, I think there's some great music there. Of course, patting myself on the back here, but I
don't know how you can reach with those guns.
It is problematic. You've got an itch in the middle of your back. Just can't get at it.
He's trying. For the audio listeners, he's trying to reach the middle of his bag, and he can't because he's just got ham hocks on the side of his torso.
Amazing. I want you to know, Tom, that people are sending us graphics of their actual purchases from Amazon. Like they're sending us proofs of purchase, like just as a high five for what a statement you're making here.
Hey, that's terrific. I love it.
And by the way, we always encourage all of the fans, if you like the music and you buy it on Amazon, always leave a review. It makes all the difference for an artist to not only see the feedback, but also it ranks into the Amazon algorithm and gets him placed a little bit higher when he has an active community. So all the Chatrealm and Diamond Club that is buying it right now, go ahead and make sure you say something about it on the Amazon page as well as on Twitter. Hi-Ya is the album. Tom Cattt is the artist who we are interviewing right now.
How many A's are in Hi-Ya? And at what point do you hit the A's enough and decide, that's enough? That's enough A's. No more A's.
It's 11, and it's my lucky. Simple as that. I have no other explanation for it. Although I'd like to tell the story about Hi-Ya if you have it.
Yeah, please.
My ex girlfriend and ex-wife were Chinese, and so I've immersed myself in the Chinese culture for the last 8 years, and if you listen to them talk amongst themselves in either Cantonese or Mandarin, Hi-Ya happens all the time. And it's not the karate chop, the kick. It's, for example, if they see a beautiful baby, they'll say, Hi-Ya. They hurt their finger, Hi-Ya.
Okay. Now,
right? It's just continuous. So I thought, what a great name for a CD, it'd be great.
So this
really
is
a coda onto so much of the source material that inspired the songs, right? The relationships that you had that inspired the artwork that everybody's buying.
Yes, that's correct.
So okay, and so in no way is Hi-Ya coupled with an image of you kicking the ass out of a keyboard in rage in any way a statement on your past relationship.
No. But hey, I'm human and I can get frustrated with relationships, that's for sure. But violence, not into that. But yeah, you're right. It is a little confusing, and there was a lot of controversy about whether I should actually use this keyboard kicked in half. But my nephew designed that cover, and it is really effective. At the same time, if you listen to the CD, there's fabulous keyboard on there. Not me. All I can do is the ABC stuff, right? The rhythm piano. But Doug Abbott is just a terrific keyboard player. He's almost a virtuoso, this man. So, it's kick-ass keyboard. It's what it is. So he kicked the keyboard in half. Just tells you there's a little good keyboard in there.
So when we heard that epic guitar solo in The Hurt, was that actually written on a keyboard, performed by your pal?
No. That's a high school buddy of mine, Chris Clegg. He's
what?
Yeah, no, we've been together forever. He's just a great player. Humber, we went to Humber College here in Canada, and he's played with many artists. He's very experienced, and he's just he just threw that out there. He doesn't even think it's something special, yet the comments that are coming off on the YouTube channel are saying otherwise, and I think he's starting to take note, which is good.
Yeah. So in his
Tom
face.
Cattt, when did you first realize that there was? When did you first stop the lies and realize, I should say, that your video was a hit and people were enjoying your work?
That took some time to happen because I was I was obsessive about learning music, and I was forcing everybody I know to listen to me wherever I went. If you had a piano, you would hate to have me over because I wouldn't leave it. And I was so terrible. But once, what I did was at Christmas time, back in 2010, I had recorded 4 songs: The Hurt, New Love, Pants on Fire, and there was one other, I can't remember which it is, Oucha. So I burned these CDs and I gave them to all my family members for Christmas. And it was so funny because the CD cover, I didn't even have one. I just did some hand artwork and I gave them out at Christmas time, and it was and there was a good response to it, and people started singing my songs right away. And that, I spoke to a producer once who was telling me that that's the key. A hit is a song that people start singing right away. And
Well, I tell
so
you what, that's no lie. You've got a real earwig, earworm, or whatever it is, gets burrowed in your brain, and
It's in
I
your
found
ear
like
at some point.
yeah, it's like the next day I was going around. I was holding my 6-month-old infant, singing "Stop the Lies and Realize" as I rocked her.
well, congratulations, for father. That's nice. It's nice that you're
Tom Cattt, as we wrap up this interview here, there's some people who have asked about it in the chat room, and I don't mean to sound coarse, but I have to ask. I am a man of the people, if nothing else. Who are the lovely ladies that you have featured in your videos? They've captivated many of our chat realm here. Who are they?
That's Kitty and Meow. And they are just adorable, aren't they? And it took me so long to find them. You don't know how long I looked for dancers. You know, I ran an ad in Kijiji forever, and nobody responded. And I was literally approaching, very attractive Asian women on the street, which didn't disturb me at all, really. It disturbed them. But and, and all they did was just hightail it the other way. This guy's a crazy man, right? So finally, I approached Diva Diverse. They're a dance studio here in Toronto, and I spoke to the owner. One of the owners, Melanie McGregor, and she set me up with Kitty and Meow, and
That's
it's
amazing.
been just wonderful. We just had a great time filming here. This is where we filmed that, by the way, right here. All those scenes.
That is where the magic happens, as it were.
This is where the magic happened. That's right. And you know what? To their credit, they contributed in a huge way to the choreography there. I did a little, and it was just a mutual creative process that kind of worked between us all. And it's cute. It's very cute. However, much of the credit for both of these videos goes to a fellow by the name of Mark Pezzolato, who not only mixed, equalized, and mastered my CD, he also edited both videos, and he's creative as can be. And his business is Pesmosis Music Productions in Oak Ridges. Just a terrific fellow, too.
Do you have any hint as far as I have to assume there's more videos coming from Tom Cattt? Can you give us a hint as to what might be next and when we might expect it?
Well, that's, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty tired. I have a daytime or a full-time job. And so I've been working feverishly now for 2.5 years for sure. I wanted to take a little break after this performance here tonight. But I'm definitely going to. I have plans for another video. I'm thinking about Oucha, which is that kind of swing tune. Some old lady yesterday, and I wondered what to say. It's a cool tune. Great
Right
one
on.
in there. Could be a really cool video. But anyway, I'm undecided on which song I'm going to use. But it's definitely in my plans for sure.
Well, just understand this, Tom Cattt. I know that you want to take a little bit of a break and you want to recharge your batteries, but there is a rabid fan base here that wants to see nothing but more Tom Cattt, Kitty, and Meow anytime they absolutely can. Brian, there's only one thing I feel like we are honor bound to ask that our fans have been asking for. Maybe a little bit of the step-by-step on your dance moves in The Hurt, which again the video has been huge. But if you could just give us a real quick tutorial on some of the dance moves, so everybody can do them when they're listening to the song in their house.
Well, I think you guys described them quite well by swishing my hips. It looks like you just used to swish his hips. Well, it's and The Hurt is so simple. And the other ones in Yes Love, those are just dance moves I've been doing all my life. Just simple, fun, dance moves. The twist, the mashed potato, the surfer, all that stuff. It's so simple to do.
the fact that there's multiple instances of you and they sync up absolutely perfectly. There's like a supernatural smoothness to your moves that I can only aspire to as I eventually turn into you, which will happen like in 20 minutes, according to your cousin.
That's right. He's right here. I'm just laughing at him.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you what. The chat room is asking for just one more thing. If you could, we got a little signature sign that we do where you take two fingers like this and you just touch the pads of them together like that. We call that the Diamond Club symbol. Can you go ahead just flash us one of those on the camera? We'll be your best friends ever.
No.
Close.
Is that it?
You got
What you mean?
you got to use the
Tom actually can't
like
see us.
Yeah,
So
you're
it's
giving
like,
two-piece
imagine
signs.
You're giving a sign, yeah.
Two-piece signs, and you're gonna
Oh.
turn one of your fingers inward so the pads of your fingers are touching you. There you go. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. The Diamond Club. I
Nicely
like that.
done. Boy, they're
Listen.
freaking out in the chat room.
While I have the mic just for a second, I want to personally thank
Sure.
both of you fellows for the wonderful coverage of my hurt video. It just, I was on vacation at the time. I had no idea that this was happening, and it was so heartwarming. You're great. You're great fun. You're great commentary, and you were serious about it at the right moments, and I just loved what you did. Thank you very much from the bottom of my
Well,
heart.
that means a lot to us. Thank you so much, Tom, and thanks for joining us. Of course, the album is Hi-Ya with 11, exactly 11 A's. I'll tell you what, we're going to wrap things up here. We're playing a little bit of a game. We got to check in with our movie draft minute. So hang on there, Tom. Let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
July 22nd, 2013. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. 7 more movies remain in the draft, so who will come out on top? Let's go check out this week's scoreboard. Cargill's in 6th place with $343 million. Scott Johnson's in 5th place with Red 2 bringing in $18 million, bringing his total to $374.1 million. Tom Merritt's in 4th place with $438.1 million. Sarah Lane's in 3rd place with Turbo bringing in $31 million, bringing her total to $519.6 million. Just Robert Young's in 2nd place with $627.7 million. And still in 1st place with $851.6 million. It's Brian Brushwood. And that is your movie draft minute for the week of July 22nd, 2013.
I'll tell you what, Justin, you, for co-host that I've been working with for 4 years. Tom seems to feel like he's got a good shot at number 2. I don't know if you believe that or not.
I believe that Smurfs 2 has $400 million in it, and I'm going to win still.
Never give up. Never give up that beautiful dream. That's right. Speaking of which, I saw that Galaxy Quest was back on Netflix, and I really want to show it to my kid, but I can't remember if it's kid appropriate or not. Dude, hey man, I guess that's it for this episode of NSFW, huh?
Yeah, is Tom Cattt still around?
Yeah,
Still
he's
here?
still here.
Yep.
There we
Still
go.
here?
All right. Tom Cattt, again, we cannot thank you enough for coming on. It has been an absolute honor to have you on, and just promise us this: as you continue to balloon and become successful, you'll always come back here to the NSFW show whenever you have something new that you want to play, because our audience is absolutely enamored with you, and we're really excited that you dug us having fun with your videos before.
You know what? I'm feeling like this is a home for me. I mean that. That's really. Thank you very much.
Glad to hear that, man.
Ladies
hey,
and gentlemen, the singing and flexing Canadian George Washington, Tom Cattt, is a burgeoning legend.
We do need to take one moment, and some people are asking about, again, the labels. Allegedly, the Ruinum labels arrived today. Ruinum's supposed to be heading out immediately. I'm going to order mine tonight as soon as we get off, because I've been talking about ordering it forever, but I haven't done it. So I need to fix that. Jammer B, if you're on your end, you could maybe play the lullaby. Otherwise, I have it on this end, but I think that's it for this episode of NSFW. Oh, I'm not hearing it, so I'll go ahead and I'll play it on my end. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oof. I almost had to play it. Do me a favor, beautiful people. See you next Tuesday.
Die in a fire, ladies and germs.
It's time to go and I'm so depressed, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the week in bed until the next NSFW. The show is through and it breaks my heart, 'cause I just can't bear to be apart from Brian and Justin of NSFW. Oh, I'd rather die in a fire than to spend a single moment without Brian Brushwood. Oh, I'd rather be dipped in honey and fed to a big ant pile than do without Justin Robert Young for even a little while. Oh, NSFW, I love you. Oh, NSFW, I love you.
All right, Tom. They're begging in the chat room for an encore. They won't shut up about it. Do you have one more song in you?
Oh, here we go, Sorlin.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the show was over, so I grabbed myself a glass of
Well,
wine.
it kind of is, but they won't shut up. They're all like,
this is
encore.
like, we're going to have to make a PA announcement like they used to do for Elvis before anybody leaves, because they are just begging and pleading for you to play one more song here.
Well, okay. I can certainly accommodate you. I'll play Yes Love. That would be nice.
Perfect.
Seeing as we're talking so much about the video, let's give that a go.
Walking beside you every day makes me so proud. I just gotta say that I love you. When you're beside me, I feel so fine. A light shines from you all of the time, 'cause you love me too. When you look into my eyes, there's no disguising how I feel. I just gotta tell you, babe, the only one for me is you. Oh, whoa, 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 yes, yes, no doubt about it, I'm feeling good. I think you know, 'cause it's understood. 'Cause I love you. Your passion's there every night. That won't change for the rest of our lives. 'Cause you love me too. Love's the only answer when you ask me how I feel. I There's no doubt about the way you make me feel when I'm with you. How, oh, 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 yes, yes, love.
Everybody gets an understanding of the reaction we are getting in the chat room. Splendor writes, I'm getting a tattoo on my back of Mount Rushmore, except all 4 heads will be Tom Cattt, and I'm converting to Judaism so Tom Cattt can play at my son's bar mitzvah. Where can we send people to get more information on you? What is your website?
It's tomcat.com. That's TOMCATTT.com. It's probably the best place to go.
And are you on Twitter or
Yes.
Facebook? Do you check any of those?
Well, there's also Tom Cattt Music, all one word, for YouTube. Patton Cat, PATTONCAT, is Twitter. Where else am I? I'm on SoundCloud. Most of my music at this point is free streaming on SoundCloud and Bandcamp. The Hurt, A Question, the first song on my CD. I have a copy of it somewhere. Here we are. The first song, A Question, is a free download. So you can enjoy that. And of course, it's all free for streaming at those other sites I mentioned.
Well, I'll tell you, people are saying, people have been very, very happy to pay for it. They recognize quality and they want to reward the artist who put his heart and soul into it. I think you two would probably be, if you want to support Tom Cattt, go ahead, Tom Cattt Music on YouTube. Subscribe. That is where obviously, careers are born. Why the 3 T's?
That's... Oh, well, we've been playing with that a bit, but to be honest with you, I think I was worried about duplication of somebody else's name, so I threw the extra one in. Tom Cattt is a nickname that my mother had for me, so that's why I chose that name. But I threw the extra T's in there just so that I didn't infringe on anybody's name.
Just to throw off the feds, to keep the NSA off your trail.
I guess so, yes.
Well, hey, man, we got to wrap everything up, so we're going to go ahead and drop you off. But thank you so much for joining us. And you have a lot of fans in the NSFW audience, and you just made their night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Wonderful. Thank you very much again for having me.
Thank you, Tom Cattt.